So it is a business. So, but having interacted with Ghanaians and I've watched a few shows of theirs, it has made me understand that they really don't know the indices of business and how business works. And that's why you see this tension between them and Nigeria. Because that was what even led to the tension in the first place. Because there was a lot they did not understand when it came to the business of music. Do you understand? If you look at this album Davido has brought out and everything Davido has done, you will see that he has spent up to at least $2 million.
DJ Paco Rich.
Okay, people, welcome to your favorite channel. My name is DJ Paco Rich. If today is your first time watching video on this channel, you should subscribe, because here we have more of great interviews, great conversations, things that put us on a positive lanes as Africans and all that. So I don't know if you all remember one beautiful lady called Barbara. We had a conversation with one guy in Germany, a Ghanaian in Germany, who claimed Nigerians sees Ghana as Europe. One very funny conversation that we had. It was a forth and back, conversation. It was a good one, of course. So it's been a while. So I hit up on a sister to have a conversation about Davido's new album, Timeless. Don Jazzy posted something which I felt it was very great. It was very knowledgeable for us to speak about, and so I would invite him into the podcast so that we have a very wonderful conversation. Like I say, Ghana and Nigeria, we are twins forever. Recently there was some arguments between Ghana and Nigeria on TikTok, and then Kenya came to interfere in it, and right now Ghana and Nigeria are together and they are battling it out with Kenya. So that tells you when Ghana and Nigeria are in love, please make come talk some, else you'll be in trouble. So let me invite my lovely sister Barbara, all the way from Nigeria, into the conversation. Barbara, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
You're looking good.
Thank you very much.
So how have you been in Nigeria?
I hope you had a lovely Easter.
Yes, I did. And yourself?
Mine was good.
Wow.
Oh, good.
I was hoping that I could speak to you during the election time, but I had lost your contact then to find out if my lovely sister was safe and all that. But since I'm seeing you, I think you are doing great.
I would have loved to speak to you during the election, but we were quite busy. We were quite busy with it, and it has come and gone. So, what do we do?
We move.
It has come and gone.
All right.
It was
so
quite eventful.
Yeah. So, for the benefit of those who are watching you for the first time, I would like you to tell them your name and then which of the states in Nigeria are you speaking from. Probably there might be a neighbor watching us. Is that my own neighbor? So let the viewers know who Barbara is and where they're watching you from.
Okay, my name is Barbara, and you are watching me from Lagos, Nigeria, specifically on the island, Victoria Island. So that's where you're watching me from.
Well, when you say Barbara, when you say Barbara, personally, I disagree, because even when you come to Ghana, we have a lot of Barbara here. When you go to US, we have a lot of Barbara. So you need to give them something Nigeria, like the Chiomes,
Yes, I'm Barbara Oluwaseun. I'm Seun Fadari. I'm Seun Fadari.
Now we are now hearing the Nigeria in you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, my sister, nice, seeing you once again. So today, this is the tweet from Don Jazzy, and it reads, "Dear artist, Hope you can see Davido's marketing his album. He didn't form OBO, so everybody will cope my, excuse me to say shit. Marketing your beautiful project that you worked hard or does not reduce your swag or something. But in a nutshell, what Don Jazzy is trying to say is that Davido never sat down in one corner thinking that he is the Davido that he's supposed to be. So once he drops an album, people have to run helter-skelter to follow the album. We can all see that this young man is working so hard, and I'm saying this in relation with some of my Ghanaian artists that they release a lot of great works, or they release some songs and they go back to sit. Personally, I was on the streets of Accra. Barbara, look at this, and I saw this. This is a timeless albums billboard mounted on the streets of Accra. Meanwhile, we have artists, musicians here in Ghana who have released albums that do not even have common stickers on the walls or on the streets of Ghana. And this tells you that the team of Davido or Modern Chop serious now. They make serious. They won't promote the work and make money out of this. So what do you make of Don Jazzy's tweets, my sister?
Well, with regards to Don Jazzy's tweets, what I would say about it is he is for me that tweet is saying necessary. As human beings, especially when you are, and I'm speaking as a Nigerian, when you're from Nigeria, where we already have a very thriving entertainment industry. There is this possibility that, okay, when maybe an artist is coming up, and this has to do with in every facet of life. If you believe if you have an already thriving platform, or you have an already thriving brand, do you understand? There's this possibility to relax and say, okay, I have a brand name, my brand can speak for me, and I relax. And maybe the doggedness, the up and doing attitude or behavior, I'm supposed to have towards a project, I can be lax with it because I feel like, okay, no, I have a brand name, and this cuts across to every part of human endeavor, not just in entertainment. I am a salesperson. I work in investment banking, and if you feel like, okay, because you have built a portfolio and you relax and you don't go out there and put in all of the necessary sales strategy to continue to keep your customers, you lose them. So I think that's what Don Jazzy was alluding to, that everyone should make sure they emulate Davido. Don't think because he is OBO, he is who he is. Because of that you can now relax and tell yourself, okay, my album will sell based on the fact that I'm Davido. I've already achieved success. And I think it's very commendable by Davido, very, very commendable, because I know people that would say, I'm so and so I should relax. But this goes to show you, and goes to show many Nigerian artists, many international artists, that no matter the height you attain, you still have to work to remain in the game. So that's it for me.
Well, I think I mostly tend to call this kind of strategy as the Coca-Cola strategy. The reason why I'm calling it Coca-Cola strategy is that we all know how big Coca-Cola is all over the world, but we can see what they put into their commercial. They don't sleep each and every day. We see Coca-Cola advertising, pushing their stuff out there, and then they keep getting bigger and they keep getting bigger. And I think this is exactly what Davido has done. There is something that I have noticed about Davido's team. They treat the brand Davido just like any other product. Just like, let's say, what's the most popular product in Nigeria? It could be a drink or anything. Just help me out with that.
Okay, when you say product, okay, let me just say something to, let me say, Indomie.
Yes. So
Let
let's
us say
say
Indomie.
yes. Let's say Nigerians, Davido's team that he was able to put together. I'm sure there might be very foreigners, international experts, people who understand the aircraft very well. They treat Davido as a pack of Indomie, as a brand of Indomie. They know their targets. They know that with Indomie, we have a lot of kids, we have a lot of people who want to eat at late night, who want fast food and all that. So they know where they are going, they know the targets, they know where to place the ads. And I would go through some article that I saw on one of the websites. It might be very difficult for you to read from your end, but I'm still going to put it on. It says 5 records Davido set with his fourth album, Timeless. And let me read a bit of that to you from my end. I think he's the biggest first day streams for an African album. Timeless recorded 8.4 million streams on the first day of the tracking. With this total numbers of streams, it became the first album to record that huge number of streams on the first day after it was released. So just imagine, on the first day that an album was released, they made almost about 8.4 streams. I'm telling you, there could be somebody who in his entire lifetime, his album streams can't even get to 8.4 million, even just the 4 million on top. And the second thing is bigger streams for a song on Spotify Nigeria charts. Davido occupied the top 16 position for the biggest first day streams for a song on Spotify Nigeria charts. Over them took the number 1 spot, over 460 streams on the first day, and that's impressive. The third one is Boom Play album record. Timeless by Davido became the first album in Boomplay's history to surpass 10 million streams. Just imagine. And Apple Music UK top album records. Timeless peaked at number 1 on Apple Music top albums in the UK. Apple Music top songs charts records. Davido's Timeless became the first and only Afrobeat album to debut all tracks in the top 100 Apple. I mean, there is a lot that I can't even read all of them, which tells you that Davido no come joke. You understand? And as a salesperson, what would be your advice to other musicians who are also let's even put Nigerian aside. I want you to advise certain people doing music in Ghana, because I know our attitude as Ghanaians. I'm being very honest with you. Even in Ghana, most of our musicians release music and their focus is only in Accra. We have almost about 16 regions, but they are not pushing. The music will just sit in Accra, and at the end of the day, when the videos and the Burna Boys have been able to push their songs into our system, our clubs, and it's topping the charts, they feel like, people have to boycott Nigerian songs, or people do not have to listen to Nigerian songs because they are dominating our markets. But what are you doing? They are working. They are not singing music as just an act, but they are adding business to it. So I don't know your advice for these young people.
Okay, so first and foremost, let me tell you, based on the salesperson, let me tell you what I think.
Okay.
I think the Ghanaian musicians or the Ghanaian music industry, they are quite hard on themselves. And why I say they are quite hard on themselves is because, you see, one of the indices, one of the things that make people successful is passion, consistency over time. One of the things I have realized that the the Ghanaians and the Ghana music industry, one of the things I've come to understand about them is that, you know, they it's beautiful to aspire to be the best. It is good to aspire to be the best. But one of the things I've noticed is that they don't want to take their time to climb the ladder to success. They've seen, I remember when, Burna Boy closed the
Yeah.
O2 Arena, the
Yeah.
Madison. I think it was the O2 Arena, and they won the Grammy, and they were like, "Oh, Shatawale, go and get us a Grammy. Oh, go and close the arena." They started talking. They became very obsessed with this arena closing, and everywhere I went, I heard it. And I just think that they are quite hard on themselves. You see, the success you see today in the Nigerian music industry has taken a long time to achieve. What you are seeing today is the byproduct of consistent work for over 30, 40 years. Do you understand? There was a time too that Nigerians didn't used to care about. There used to be a time where there was artists called Daddy Shoki, Baba Frayo. These are Nigerian artists you don't know. Blackie, Junior and Pretty. Ask Nigerians about these people. So many of these people were one of the pioneers of the Nigerian music industry, but you don't know who they are today. Do you understand? You have to understand that for you to get salvation, there has to be a Jesus that will pay the price. Do you understand? So Ghanaians have to understand that success takes time. You don't look at people like Burna Boy and say, "Oh, I want to be him." It's good to aspire to be him, but don't believe that you can just do it now. You have to start the way they started. So it is people that have laid the foundation for people like Thames today to be where she is. It's people that laid the foundation for Burna Boy to be where they are. Most of those people don't have, they are not famous. Like, they don't have success. Do you understand? I mean, look at, there was a group called Remedies. Do you understand? They were signed to Kenny's Music back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you get? But today, Remedies is not popular. They are not rich. They don't have Rolls Royces and all those kind of things. But these are the people who laid the foundation for people like Burna Boy.
Let me even give you one great example here in Ghana. We were here when we saw Banky W introducing Wizkid on a stage in Ghana. But I mean, comparing Banky W's success in music now to Wizkid, the difference is quite big. So I think people have to take the lead, build a foundation, and other people have to. Yes. So I understand your point very well, but there's one more thing I would like to say. There's been this kind of concept of most Ghanaian industry players feel that when they are able to stop the playing of Nigeria songs in Ghana, it is, I mean, when they're able to do that, Ghana music will, enter world charts and all that. And personally, I feel like it's kind of a childish way of thinking. You rather have to find a way of uplifting your product, uplifting your game, but stopping somebody's product from coming to your market doesn't really mean anything. When the quality is good, people will go for it. It is just like food. The fact that you are telling me not to buy somebody's food doesn't mean that I should eat what isn't good. When your food is good, I will come for it. I won't go for the other one. You understand? So personally, I feel that our people will have to up their game, especially with sound quality. I went to an event in Cape Coast during the Easter Monday, and then I'll be very honest with you. For the past 2 hours, every song that was dropped was from Nigeria. And people were not sitting idle. They were dancing and jamming to it. Because one, it comes out good in their speakers. Ghana adapted a culture where every artist now has a studio in his house. So they get an engineer to record them, and after that they do one or two things, then they think it's finished. But I believe most of these Nigerian musicians, after recording their songs and demos and stuffs, I know for sure that people like Davido and Burna Boy, they take their sounds even outside Nigeria. They fly in engineers who have the logistics, the equipment to master their sounds and invest in the sound quality. So when it comes out, you will love it. And any Ghanaian watching me, I know most Ghanaians will come here, you are selling out and you are, no. I want Ghana to win equally, just like the way Nigeria is winning. You understand? There are times in the World Cup when Ghana isn't in the competition, we all wish that Nigeria moves forward. And when Nigeria isn't in competition, low-key, Nigeria wants Ghana to win because they are the only closest countries in Africa. These two countries are closer than any country in Africa. I'll tell you something. After that, I'll send you that an old man sent me a write-up, or he wrote about Ghana and Nigeria, their relationship, and when you read it, you will love it. He says that Nigeria would love to lose to Senegal than to lose to Ghana, because the kind of friendly rivalry they have in between them. When Nigeria scores Ghana or Ghana scores Nigeria, the jubilation and the trolling, and it's so excited that like nobody wants to lose to the other person. We shouldn't become enemies or wish each other's market to go bad because we want to get up. The sky is very wide for both of us to fly. Both the eagle is in the sky, the star is still in the sky. So I'm sure Nigeria will be open to teach Ghana something than they will teach even Benin. If Nigeria has to help Ghana, they will help Ghana before they will help even Cameroon. That is something that people don't know. Because at the end of the day, these are the two English-speaking countries. And we are not even, we don't share borders, you understand? We have two Francophone countries in between us. But yet, it's like we share border in common. So my sister, this is few stuff that I have to share with
to be honest,
people watching us.
Okay, so to be honest, growing up, for me, when I was growing up, I didn't know that Ghanaians, like I didn't know that Ghana was another. I used to think it was one of the states in Nigeria. I used to think one additional state outside. That was how I saw us. You know, that was how before all of the quarrels came and everything. That was how I saw. I just saw us, okay, an additional Nigerians. That's how I just saw them. I never saw them any different. But you know, with regards to this music thing, like I always say, and this goes across to everything, you know, one of the what I would advise the Ghanaians to do, and to be honest, I've actually taken my time to listen to one or two Ghanaian songs, and I see that they're not bad at all. They're not bad.
Can you give me some of the names so that I can have an idea who is working hard enough to even get to Nigeria for you to even hear them? Do you have any artists that you...
Okay, so the thing is, okay, I know I listen to Jackie.
Oh, I see.
Her popular songs.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to Jackie. Who was that again? Because of the nature of my business, I really don't have the time. I even tried listening to Shatawale. I even tried listening to Shatawale at some point.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Well, he was just. I said, okay, no. Okay, so the thing is, you see, what, like I said, and I always approach things from a sales business angle because that is what showbiz is. It is show business.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it is a business. So, but having interacted with Ghanaians and I've watched a few shows of theirs, it has made me understand that they really don't know the indices of business and how business works. And that's why you see this tension between them and Nigeria. Because that was what even led to the tension in the first place. Because there was a lot they did not understand when it came to the business of music. Do you understand? If you look at this album Davido has brought out and everything Davido has done, you will see that he has spent up to at least $2 million with the marketing and promoting of this song. That is not as in like that is dream money.
Yes. Somebody.
You have to be even some American artists don't have this kind of money to spend.
No. Somebody wants to have $1 million and he will quit music, and you are using $2 billion. Somebody even wants to have $500,000, he will quit music, and you are using $2 billion. They promote. You understand?
Thank you.
I mean, one of the mindsets of one of the thoughts of Shatawale, he feels that like when he puts in so much into his music, it won't come back. So he has to mostly give us a substandard music and all that. You understand? But trust me, we have to do it right and make it right. If it must be done, it must be done well. And it will definitely get results. I think we've done almost about 26 minutes. We didn't want to make the conversation too long. We'll definitely give them another part of this one. So people, Barbara is now back on the show. So from time to time, you'll be hearing from her. She'll be giving you all those sales and marketing tips on how you can, apply it to your trade as well. So Barbara, if you would want people to follow you on your platforms as well, too, you can, share your handles with them to also, get to know some of the stuffs you do.
Okay. Thank you very much. I would definitely do that. If given, I would love the opportunity, and I would definitely do that. And please, I would like to also leave one more advice, especially to the Ghanaian industry. I would like to appeal to them not to demand, because another thing I noticed with them is that they demand support. They don't understand that you earn support. You don't demand support. When I listen to them a lot, I see them telling themselves, "Oh, Ghana, you don't appreciate your own. You don't appreciate." No, Ghanaians appreciate their own, but you have to make it worth the customer's while. If I have to spend my money in your shop, you have to give me value to make me spend that money in your shop. You don't demand that I give you my money. You make it worth my while. So they have to understand that support is not demanded, it is earned. There is this particular wedding dressmaker I follow that is a Ghanaian. Her name, I think her handle is Pisces Ghana. If you see the kind of wedding dresses that she makes wedding dresses for Nigerians. Nigerians actually, there are a few Nigerians that have gone to her and said, "A wedding dress for me."
Yeah.
Do you understand? For Nigerians to go to you to ask you to make a wedding dress for them, you have to be good. Especially wealthy Nigerians. You have to be good. You have to know your onions. Such women are not asking for support. All they need to do is to bring out their collection, and you will be drooling over the dress. You will be saving money. Even if you don't have that money, you will start to save. Open savings account for that dress. that is the people supporting their own. When you have earned your when you know your onions, you won't beg anybody for support. Do you understand? When you add value, kings will come to you. It's not you that will go to the king.
It is true.
So
It
that,
is true.
that's what
It is true. I'm really blessed with these words that you give me out. Personally, I have experienced that. I'm a Ghanaian, but most people on my platforms are Nigerians because I know what I'm serving them with. I know what they want, and I'm giving them what they want. So, guys, a word to a wise is enough. Barbara, thank you so much for speaking to us. I'll definitely hit
Thank
you
you
back
very
again
much. Thank you for
another
having me.
episode.
It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
All right. Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time. All right.
DJ Paco Rich.